Against protest.
To buy or not to buy? That is the question many Canadians are asking themselves when it comes to purchasing a home. A new survey shows nearly 1/3 of Canadians aged 18 to 34 have now delayed or deprioritized buying a house since the beginning of this year, due in part to higher interest rates and rising inflation. A Royal LePage survey conducted by Leger found that 29% of Canadians between 18 and 34 have selected to postpone a home purchase as they reassess their finances in 2022.
Well, we've seen costs dramatically rise in all facets of life over the past 6 or so months.
Karen Yolevsky, COO with Royal LePage Real Estate Services, says in the last 6 months, the average price of a home has gone down. However, the cost of borrowing money has gone up. In September, the Bank of Canada raised its lending rates for a 5th time this year, and that in part has put home buying plans on hold for many people in the country, says Yolevsky.
So what we think we're seeing right now is that in addition to things just generally being more expensive, so a bit harder perhaps to get into the market, we're also seeing people looking to time the market, where they're looking to say, when are those interest rates going to peak and what will prices look like then?
However, you can't time the market, says Yolevsky. So the best thing to do if you're thinking about buying a home, she says, is to take an honest look at your current financial situation and work with a professional.
You don't have to go in this alone.
Jesse Peters with Remax Executives Realty says all home buyers, but especially young home buyers, should be working with support teams that include a licensed realtor, a person from the bank, or a financial advisor who can help you navigate when it's the right time to purchase a home based on your lifestyle and goals and how much you can actually afford to spend. Peters says if you're worried about interest rates changing while shopping for a house, it is possible to lock in interest rates for extended periods of time.
And when I say lock in a rate, it's get your mortgage broker to hold a specific rate, and they can hold those for 90 days.
In Winnipeg, the housing market is changing, says Peters. There are fewer bidding wars for homes on sale today compared with a month or two ago.
Multiple offers on homes have only been happening this last month on like 5% of homes. Like for a year and a half, it's been like almost 95% of homes have received multiple offers and sold significantly for over asking.
You shouldn't be spending more than about 30% of your gross income on housing.
Greg Pollock, CEO of the Financial Advisors Association of Canada, says if a person is on the fence about buying a home versus paying rent, they may want to consider purchasing a home and becoming a landlord. By renting out part of your house to someone else, it provides you with extra income to pay your mortgage and reduces the financial stress associated with changing interest rates, says Pollock.
You might rent out a couple of bedrooms, you might rent out the basement. There are different approaches that many younger people are taking in terms of getting a foothold in the markets.
As for Yolevsky, she says 18 to 34-year-olds delaying a home purchase this month may find themselves in an even more challenging spot in the next 6 months because demand for homes in Canada is still high, she says.
There's just simply not enough supply out there to satisfy the demand. And if we're seeing pent-up demand right now, particularly in this age group, I think it's going to make it even tougher and even tighter conditions down the road when they do decide it's time to buy.
In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News.